Okay. Okay, that's everything set. Hello. Hi, Snipe. I see you on chat. Hello. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's actually insane. I think we were on 506 in the morning. So someone left. Oh, good. Anyways, okay, this is gonna be fun. I hope that the internet supports us today because that was very unfortunate last time. It seems to be working just fine today. I tried it earlier, tried to record and see earlier, and it worked just fine. So hopefully tonight we have no problems. Can only pray. Oh, thank you, Snipe. It's I got this when I was, I think, 14, maybe 5, probably 14, and surprisingly still fits. So we'll take that. Thank you so much. Though I usually don't wear colors, like bright colors, as you can probably tell. Most of my stuff is black with a touch of pink, but this is from back in the days when I used to wear colors. Like I said, that's like 8 years ago, So I'm surprised it's still fit, to be honest. Because I wanted to wear something special for 500 subscribers, so I thought I might as well pull this one. I never wear this anymore, but I do like it. It's quite cute. Don't know if you can see there, but it's got a bow. Yes, so hopefully today the internet doesn't betray us and we can finish the ranking because I'm super excited. Funny story, I was actually watching Pokemon before the stream. God, you know what it is? You know what's happened? Sorry, I'm just fixing the light. The thing is, because I've been editing a lot of Pokemon shorts and videos, I go through like a lot of clips to try and find clips for my videos, and what's happened is I'll go to find, say for example, a video of Blastoise. That was what I was doing earlier today, and funny enough, they've got full episodes of the first ever generation series on YouTube for free, and so it's just there for you to watch. You don't have to pay, you don't have to I think you can get it if you want, but it's there for free, all the episodes. And I just end up watching the whole episode. I always give myself an excuse like, oh no, I just want to see if I can find a cool clip from this episode that I can use for my videos or shorts. And I end up watching the whole thing. And this is like how I know I've not really matured a lot, because I find it hilarious. And I just remember thinking, has Pokemon always been this hilarious? That was my little rant there. Also, because this is a little bit relevant because we're ranking Shiny Umbreon today, I caught a Shiny Eevee earlier, which I'm going to evolve later tonight because there's a special thing going on where you can evolve your Eevee into Umbreon, I think by walking with it for a kilometer. So that's a guaranteed Umbreon evolution, should I say. But yeah. Enough rambling. I am just rambling now. Yes, you guys, I'm just full on back on my YouTube, Pokemon, forgive. So, I think the internet seems fine. Let's wait for a couple more minutes in case more people join in, and then we'll start the ranking. And you know what's very cool? I think a lot of my favorite Pokemons are all in this generation, and I never really realized it for some reason. Like, for example, I love Ampharos, I love Togepi, I love Wooper. Obviously, I don't need to say I love Umbreon, and I never realized that all of them are from this region, which is really cool. For some reason, I keep thinking they're Generation 1, even though we've already ranked Generation 1. Um, but how are you doing, Snipe? How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's having a good day. I'm actually having a relatively good day. Yeah, I caught 4 shiny Eevees earlier today, so I am very happy. Oh, hi, Realtor. I was just saying I caught not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 shiny Eevees today. Oh my god. Not on Pro. That would be insane. On Pokemon Go, but still, it counts. And you know what's funny? I was on call with my dad earlier, and I basically, the first thing I said when he picked up just for funsies, I was like, Dad, I caught a shiny Eevee. And he was like, Snivy? He did not get. And my mom was there as well on the back, and she was like, is this some Pokemon thing? And I was like, she gets it. She doesn't get it, but she gets it. And I sent him a picture of my Eevee, and my dad was like, the way you were excited, I thought you won a car or something. And I was like, I wish. Well, we adopted you. Oh my goodness, that's so adorable. Do you know what breed it is? That's so sweet. I wish our dogs could be friends, but Toby would probably eat that dog up. Sorry to say. He's just... We have a neighbor dog, and she's the cutest thing. Funny story, her name is also Eevee. It's a sign from the universe, I'm telling you. Either way, Eevee's a lovely dog. I think she's 7 years old, so she's relatively old. Super friendly. She's our neighbor's dog. Neighbor's super lovely too. She's an older woman, and I've tried so hard to get Eevee and Toby to be friends. Eevee's totally fine with Toby. He just hates her guts. Every time I'm walking by, I pass them, I try to be like, Toby, it's okay. She's not threat. She's literally 7. But yeah, mixed with German Shepherd. German Shepherds are cool. Luna's an adorable name. Oh my goodness. Hi, Hellflame. Snipe was just saying that he got a new dog, and her name is Luna. And I got 4 Eevees, so 4 shiny Eevees. Just try that out there, since you asked what you missed. Guys, if you still play Pokemon Go, is it possible to add someone even if you don't live close by? I literally just add people I live with, and like, oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Hellflame. We've come a long way. But can't exactly. I mean, what can I even say? Guys, trust me. I spent, I think, a good portion of last 4 or 5 days. 4 or 5 days, yeah. Trying to find a Vulpix. I would find Vulpix right enough. I would not find a single one with drop. And it got to the point where I literally just gave up. I was like, bro, I'm just gonna train my... I sent 2 in the chat. If you're in the Discord, you'll know. I sent 2 Vulpix in the chat. One was... So the thing is, one had 30 special attack, 30 speed. So pretty much as speedy as a Vulpix or Ninetales can get, and as hard as it can hit. Problem is... that it had lower special defense, and one of Ninetales' perks is obviously a higher special defense. But the other one I had was okay, above 15 in all. I think it was 27 special attack, just mid, nothing crazy. And then we have a few Pokemon experts in the Discord, so I was just like, guys, which one should I use? And we're like, well, he said use the one with good special attack and speed. An excellent point that I did not think of is because you have Drought, water moves are weakened, so... And imagine giving up couldn't be me. Well, listen, I have done this before for 3 generations. Okay, I've played Pro. I was in Hoenn last, and I was almost done with Hoenn, and that's not the first time. I've done this before, and I think the most painful memory I have so far from trying to catch a good Pokemon is Snorlax. Also, Hellflame, I do have a Discord. Since you're on YouTube, I can see that you're on YouTube. If you go to the description of this live, the link to the Discord is in the description, so you should be able to join from there. But yeah, realtor, I'm saying this because listen, I used to be a not quitter. I used to not be a quitter. God, Matt, grammar just left the chat. Hello. Anyways, I spent more time, I think, trying to catch a Snorlax than it took me to finish the entire generation in the game, right? And man, I did not give up. I tried so hard. There were a couple of things I was looking for in a Snorlax. One, thick fat ability, so you take half damage from fire and ice type moves, very handy. Obviously we're looking for really good defense and really good health and obviously really good attack. Those were my criteria. You'd think I'd be... Thick fat isn't even a hidden ability, by the way. Just put that there. So it's not like we were looking for something with a hidden ability, right? Goodness me, it was hard. And this is before I knew of Trace. Like, Trace is an ability where if your Pokemon has Trace, they will copy the ability of the other Pokemon. So that way you can know straight away if, the ability you're looking for is the one that the target has. So for example, if I throw, what's it called? Ralts, that's a Pokemon that knows Trace. If I throw Ralts out and if there's a Snorlax, it's got Thick Fat. In my screen, as soon as Ralts in, it says Ralts ability is now Thick Fat. So I know that's the one I'm looking for. This is before I knew all of these. And so I had to catch every single Snorlax I came across because I just had no way of knowing. For us, Drought is easier because you know straight away, right? I mean, it gets sunny, so you just know if it's not sunny that you're unlucky again. But with Snorlax, unless, you have something with Trace, there's no way of knowing what ability it has. Plus, somehow, I catch legendaries easier than I catch Snorlax. Just throwing that out here, right? And if we go to my old account, there's I would say probably close to 200 Snorlaxes, if not more. It took me maybe 10 to 20 Pokeballs to catch a single Snorlax. And before you say, did you try and get him low on health before catching? He would almost always be like almost dead and with a status effect, so paralyzed, asleep. I say the minimum it took me is like 10 balls for one Snorlax. So ultimately, and the thing is, it would either have good attack stats but the wrong immunity, and it's not like other Snorlax abilities aren't good. Say for example, Gluttony is a good ability, but only for, say, compete, or if you're fighting someone. It's not really useful for like boss battles, which is what I do. I don't fight other players in pro. So I just didn't want to get ability that's useless, right, for me. Goodness me, it took me so long. And even then, I just had to settle because I was like, I'm out of money. I was out of money. Because you see, 50 Pokeball cost 9,000, right? I was spending 9,000 for like 5, 6, 7 Snorlaxes. So it was a very hard time in my life. Sorry, I went into a rant. It's so worth it because it was in my final champions team from Kanto. It's just, unless you have a very solid fighting type, it's so hard to get rid of. It's just that good a Pokemon. Anywho, now that we're done with my tragic Snorlax story, we can begin. And also, guys, I just found out. I don't know how long this is going to work, and I don't know if this is gonna stay. But I just found out that if we go to this tier maker website on incognito mode, it doesn't show you any ads. So, that's why there's no ads on either side. Because if you remember from last stream, there will be like a big ad on this side, big ad on this side, and it's just so. It just confuses my brain. So, I mean, I don't know if it's gonna last for the whole stream, but at least for now, we have literally no ads, which is fantastic. Okay. Now that that's out of the way. Okay, so that's going. Okay, I think we're ready to rank. Now, we've done a few rankings earlier this week. When I said I would be doing the Johto rankings, but we had bad internet connection. Why do I know that? Hey, guys, listen. I'm a very innocent girl. Oh. Don't try and paint a narrative that's not true, okay? I would never. I'm never on incognito mode. What? How do I know that? That's pure luck. Yeah, so pure luck. Yeah, pure luck. Anyways. Right, okay. Now, guys, if you're on chat just now and you watch Pokemon or know of Pokemon, how would you rank, from 1 to 10, how would you rank this generation's starters? I think for me, it's kinda... I don't know, guys. Would you guys be ready to handle my dark side? I don't know. I don't think you guys are ready. Nah, I'm just kidding. Okay, pure luck, for real. Luck, that's exactly it. Shiny Umbreon 10? Yes. And that's exactly why I have a shiny Eevee that I'm about to evolve into Umbreon tonight. I have waited, right? Ever since I've got Pokemon Go, I have waited for this day. I said, I'm gonna wait till I find a shiny Eevee, because there's a hack in Pokemon Go where basically if you name it a certain name, it evolves into a specific evolution. Whereas if you just click evolve, it randomly evolves into one of the evolutions. I waited for this day, did not use the Umbreon trick, no matter how good at Eevee I got, because I was saving it for this day. I finally caught shiny Eevee. Now I'm getting a shiny Umbreon. Also, is that Japanese I see? I watch anime, but I do not know Japanese. Although, it's a very cool language and I would love to learn. Speaking of, guys, there's some very cool things going on in anime world as well. There's the Demon Slayer movie coming out in September. There's Frieren 2 coming out in January 2026, which is not even a year. I don't know if any of you have heard of Kaizo number 8. That's starting today. It's already started, actually. Season 2. And I just started, by the way, watching Fire Force. So, a lot going on in the anime world for me. But yeah, if you do watch Pokemon or know of Pokemon or like Pokemon, let me know from 1 to 10 what you would rank Johto shinies. Not shinies, actually, sorry, Johto starters. I think for me, I like Bayleaf. I think Bayleaf is a really cool design with the, like the leaves and the blade coming out. Bayleaf, the name, makes sense. Fire Force is sick as hell. Good to know. I just started today. I finished episode 1. And it looked quite promising. By the way, guys, Toby, my dog, is right here. And he's sleeping. Hopefully he remains peaceful for the rest of the stream. I can only hope. And as I was saying, in terms of the starters... Oh, that's alright. Thank you for tuning in, Hellflame. I'm glad you're in the Discord now. So see you Hill sounds so wrong. See you. Well, I'll see you around Hellflame. Bye. Okay. Yeah, as I was saying, I think Bayleaf is a cool design. Chikorita, to me personally. God, guys, I love those funny shirts that you can get, like with these sort of jokes, you know, like a proud racist car driver. But yeah, so Chikorita to me is cute, and I personally have like very nostalgic memories with it because my small sister, used to be a very avid Pokemon watcher. Me, not so much, but she would show me cute Pokemon and be like, Dee, so this is this and this becomes this. And she would show me some anime clips and she would show me. So I've watched Pokemon alongside her. Not entirely, but I've seen most of it. And Chikorita was like one where my sister would be like, Dee, so this is Chikorita and this becomes this. So I have very fond memories. So for me, the Bayleaf line is cute, right? Like, it's good. Cyndaquil, adorable. I love Cyndaquil. Typhlosion's good too. Feraligatr line, now don't get me wrong. I know Feraligator's super strong. Don't get me wrong at all. For me, Feraligatr line's kinda... Totodil's good. Totodil's cute enough. Right enough, but... how's my day going? Oh, my day's going really good. Thank you so much. Tried of repeating myself. I caught a shiny Eevee today, so I'm in a fantastic mood. Yeah. So Feraligatr line to me is Totodil's cute. Feraligator's good enough. The middle evolution I don't quite like. I don't know why, but the entire line to me is not like a solid 10. You know. I think in terms of starters, first, third, and fourth generations were that. Second is also really good though. For me, it's more so nostalgic memories, but you know, still really good. Talking about their shinies though, now, okay, so what I'm going to do, I think, is this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's only 5. I always find that. To me, the lowest tier is like abysmal, right? I mean, you cannot get worse than that, right? And so I'm just gonna say no. Like, just no. Just done. Like, why is that even there? C to me kind of is like, you know, it's not good. You know, it's quite bad. So I like to call this one quite bad. There. Because it's just meh, you know. And then B to me is like basically the baseline, right? Like, does it make me sad? No. Does it make me happy? Nah. So it's like meh, you know, basically just middle tier. Then here's where I like to add one, just one more tier, because I feel that. And we'll also change the colors. Now, the tier list always starts with green at the bottom and red at top. Whereas to me personally, red is like bad and green is like good. So I like to change the color scheme. This one to me is good, right? Like, good enough, you know. This one is great. Like, okay, now we're really talking. And this one is just legendary. You know, I mean, that you genuinely cannot get better than that. So just quickly, I'll also change their color scheme. This one will be the dark green. This one will be the lighter green. This one will be the one after that. So yellow, you know, good. May is the right color, I think. Yeah, it is. Then we'll just change this one to this darker orange, and the final one. To me, I just cannot have green as the bad. Call me crazy. That's how society has wired my brain. Anyways, advocate for color green. I'm in red. Okay, now we're happy. I think. Ooh, I just realized this bar is holding the. Is blocking the view, so I'm gonna put this over here. There we go. Just so the Pokemon are not blocked. Okay. And actually, I might even put it up here, up top. There we go. That's much better. Okay. So we'll start with Chikorita. To me, Chikorita is nothing crazy good. I don't think it's like the last here, you know, because it's not like the worst thing I've ever seen. Personally, Bayleaf to me is good. Like, I think Bayleaf I would be happy with, because the thing is, it's got what do you call it? Golden leaves. It reminds me of autumn, right? Like falling leaves, but also the colors are, it's not green, but it's not washed green, it's like a brown, which I think goes really well with the gold leaves around and the blade. So to me, it's good. Now this to me is quite bad because it looks pretty much the same as the original, only that it's just a bit more yellow toned. I mean, I'll power to you, but not for me. I like for shinies to have a distinct thing going on for them, you know, making it the exact same, just slightly lowered saturation or slightly up temperature is just, what are you even adding to the original at that point? So that one's staying here. And Chikorita, I think it's not as bad. Again, the leaf is cool because it reminds me of autumn, you know, like brown leaves, they're just falling down, you know, dead leaves. It reminds me of that, and I think that's cute, but at the same time, it does look a bit weird, you know. So I think they're gonna go, get me bad. Okay. And just so you know, I tend to reserve the last abysmal slot for horrible green Pokemon. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you go back and watch my counter ranking, I think half of the Pokemon has this green, unappealing green, dare I say. Thank you, Snipe. If you agree with me, you're a true one, and that's all I'm gonna say. Right. Now we're moving to Cyndaquil or Typhlosion line, and okay, so the only change is that the blue and the back of the body is now brown, and actually we'll even do comparisons, right? Now let's go to Shiny Dex. Again, if anyone new has joined, the only reason I'm an incognito is because I tend to not get any ads. That's literally the only reason I'm on incognito. I'm a good girl, guys, trust. Right, this is generation 1, so I'm just gonna scroll to generation 2. There we go. Right, so you should be able to see on your screen now, there is generation 2, there's Cyndaquil. And if I hover over with my mouse, oh hi, Magpie, hello, good to see you. You've been very busy recently. I hope work's not over, or I hope you're not overworking. Getting some good break in between. Not seen you in a while. But regardless, welcome. Wait, hold on, guys. Let me just make this chat like... Never mind. Apparently that's the best I can do. Okay. Right. Now, if I lower my mouse, you can see that that's the original Cyndaquil, right? It's got blue stripes, I suppose. Well, it's not stripes. Just one singular stripe at the back. So it just turns brown, which again, you know, does the brown look good? It doesn't look as bad as some of the greens for sure. Like the greens are horrendous. It's not great, but at the same time, I do like the brown, and you know, when I think about it, because it looks burnt. It's a fire type. Makes sense, right? For a fire type to, you know, be the shades of red and brown, I think that makes sense. And yeah, it's the same with the Quilava. I keep forgetting the name. Less color, how exciting. Obviously, that part's not exciting, don't get me wrong. Like, this is nowhere like, You should pop some music on. Is there no music on the background? I thought there was. Okay. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it now. I suppose the volume was just low. Also, hi Realtor, welcome back. So, don't get me wrong, Wham Cloud, I completely agree that there's less colors now, and you know, that looks a bit, he looks a bit lifeless, and I would dare, you know, agree. But at the same time, I'm just saying, Shiny Scissor is cool. We'll get to that. Don't even... We're getting to some of my favorite shinies later on, okay? That's all I'm saying. But yeah, in terms of the Cyndaquil, the Typhlosion line, my bad, is... I definitely think that I wouldn't really necessarily call this an upgrade in that sense, because like you say, there's just less colors and it looks a little... The only saving grace for me personally is that it's a fire type, so at least the shade of rounds makes sense, you know. But that's why I was ranking Chikorita, because the brown, you know, on the top, the leaf makes it feel like a fallen leaf, which makes sense. So to me, at least it makes sense. I'm not saying it's the best out there, I'm not saying that at all, but at least to me the brown kind of makes sense. So it's not good in my opinion, but they're all okay. Like, at least I can live with the fact that, you know, it's basically, to me, when something is like reminiscent of his typing, it at least saves it from being abysmal or really bad, you know. That's just my opinion, okay? Don't shoot the messenger, that's all I'm saying. So then we have our last shiny line, which they all have a similar color scheme. Now, okay, so I see a similar thing with Feraligatr that I did with the Typhlosion line, which is it a little less colorful than the original? Definitely. I mean, oh, that's alright, Snipe. We'll see you. Hopefully I see you later today, but if not, then I'll see you tomorrow. Or the day after. Or whenever I stream next. Bye, Snipe. Yeah, so similar problem with Feraligatr line. Is it like less colorful? Definitely. Is it look at least reminiscent of his typing? Maybe turn the fire blue or green, even like a bright... that is a good idea. Like, there is a lot to improve there, trust me. I would not... I don't think it's a good signing. But yeah, that's a sick idea. I think... Oh, I was trying to think. I feel like maybe if we're like switching colors, blue flames would be cool, because flames do have blue in them, you know? So I think that would be cool. That's a great idea. I am the number one now. Also, guys, it's roasting in here. Thank God I decided to tie my hair up. What I might even do is tie it, make a bun, because goodness me. This place is very strange. It hits like 10 degrees and it starts roasting. I'm just gonna tie my hair into a bun. But yeah, I think Feraligatr to me is... It doesn't look terrible. Like, compared to Meganium, for example, that's just a washed out Meganium. That's shiny, I'm sorry, it just is. Compared to that, at least it looks different, so I can give it that. But do I think it's great? Obviously not. Do I think it's legendary? Hell no. Do I think it's good? Meh. I'm like teetering meh and good. Like, let me see totally. Same problem. So Totodile is a little bit more green, but it's similar, pretty similar, right? I think maybe May. That's like where I'm thinking, because there was some potential that has gone, but I must give it the same grace that I give Typhlosion, which is at least it looks like water type. You know, the colors are reminiscent of water, and I can at least acknowledge that and respectfully put it in me. Unless I see better shinies and change my mind. Now it's going in me. Ooh! So there's... and I never know how to say it. Who is Ian? Wait, hold up. I never know how to pronounce this. Alright, this version of Typhlosion, okay? I never know how to pronounce it. I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce it. So that is our original, and this is the shiny. So basically it turns more into a regular Typhlosion because the color's gone back to blue from purple. Does it look bad? No, but it's nothing. Okay, here's the thing, okay? I think a shiny should at least be different in some way, right? Like the color or like something. I think a shiny should at least be different. This is different in the sense that it's not purple, it's blue, but that's just regular Typhlosion for you. Nothing revolutionary. It does look good, but but the thing is, I reserve something like quite bad for shinies that look like Meganium, as in the color saturation contrast, something looks off, right? I reserve quite bad for those kind of Pokemon, so I feel like for that reason I can't put it there. But just so you know. Anywho, let's go back. Now we have Ooh! I never realized. Oh, so it becomes golden and the stripes become like this copper brown. So, you know, I kind of dig it. I kind of dig it. I feel like if I encountered this, that would make me happy. That's the feeling I'm getting. Fart is adorable too. It's now pink and white. That's the cutest thing. And even the whiskers are pink. That is adorable. Okay, now at least we're talking. I think Centret's good. Fart is so cute. Okay, quick disclaimer. I may have a bias for pink and black shinies. Just pin that out there, okay? It has happened, and it shall happen, and it'll continue happening. I have a grudge against green shinies, and I have a certain love for pink/black. Black, I think black shinies are just inarguably the coolest looking. But something about these, another example of a pink shiny that I really like is coming up. Actually, very soon. But yeah, I am personally a fan of pink shinies, and plus I just think it looks adorable. I think that might be our first great. Maybe. If not, then it'll be the very top of good. So basically like A, B++++, you know. But honestly, either are. At least in my opinion. It's just so adorable. Maybe if I see better shinies, I'll knock it down. Why hating on my green bush shiny Espeon? Anyone who thinks shiny Espeon looks good, all I can say for you is I hope you recover from whatever you're going through mentally. That's all I'm saying. That's the most radioactive UV green I've ever seen in my entire life for a soft pink Pokemon. Hello? What are we doing? I don't think so, buddy. Okay. So then we have Hoot and Noctowl. And Noctowl is our very first example in Johto of that ugly green, cause look at this. Actually, you can't even really see this, right? Hoot is okay. It's basically yellow. I'm blocking Hoot. Hold on. Hold up. I hope I'm no longer blocking Hoot because I just realized that my face was blocking it. Relax, it was a joke. I wouldn't seriously say that. And for some reason, my dog is up. That was very weird. I wish I could have shown you guys that. He just got up, stood up like fully, then went right back. Like didn't. Okay, that was definitely not weird. You know what that reminded me of? My sister. This is like when I was much younger. We used to share a bed, and my sister had this. She wouldn't sleep talk, but she would. This happened very frequently where we'd both be sleeping, right? She just gets up, like sits right up, totally asleep, sits right up. I'm like, and I just go, what's happening? But she's obviously not in her senses. She's still asleep, right? Then I just go back to sleep, you know? And she goes back to sleep. In the morning, she does not remember. She does not remember. And guys, listen, this is when I was a kid as well, right? And I just thought, right? Basically, pretend I'm sleeping right now, okay? I don't know if you can hear me very well. Probably, hopefully. So imagine I'm sleeping. She's just right up like that. No word muttered, nothing. Just... And then you can't talk to her. She's definitely asleep. I'm just like, are you okay? No response. Do you want something? No response. Go back to bed, and I just nudge her and she goes back to sleep. Tomorrow morning, I'm like, do you remember? You just sat right up, didn't say anything. That was so weird. And she's like, no, I was asleep. I don't remember. That was my first. That was the beginning of me being as scaredy cat as I am. That was scary. She used to do that so frequently. As after a point, I got used to it, but frick, man, I remember being so scared the first few times. I had no idea what was going on. I was a kid. Well, not like a kid, but still a kid, you know, by all means. And I had no idea what, you know, sleepwalking, sleep talking means. So I'm just there like, what? Has something possessed my sister? But man, Toby just did the exact same thing. My dog, he's like right down here. You guys can't see, he's literally just here on the floor, as in his bed. He just got right up, just stared over at the doors, and then went right back to sleep. God. Anyways, if I pretend that never happened, that never happened, I guess. Let's move on with our ranking before I get scared. So, Hoot Hoot is... Alright, now, Noctowl is just going no, like just no. As soon as you start introducing this ugly green, I'm just going no. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of algae. That's a problem. Like, the stuff that grows in lakes and stuff. Hello? I don't want that calling my Pokemon. And Hoot Hoot is better. The thing is, like, usually I'm a fan of like golden looking shiny, because I think that gives meaning to the word shiny, like gold, shine, you know. This is a very zarring yellow. It's unfortunately it's okay, like it's not terrible by any means. It's just not as good. I don't know. That's just my opinion, as always. And my dog started crying. Okay, we had half an hour of peace. I'll take that. Either way, now we move on to Ladybug and Ladian. And goodness, what even is going on? Like, literally, this is legendary. Is Hood legendary? As a Pokemon, perhaps. As a shiny? I don't know about that, buddy. Also, what is going on here? Like, this is what I mean when I say, I repeat this a lot, but that's because it happens a lot. All these washed out colors. Look at the vibrant colors in Ladybug. Now it's just yellow, but also like not even that good yellow. Ladian, the red became washed yellow. Does it not look like they just turned the saturation and temperature down? Like, it looks like Ladybug has jaundice. do you see what I mean? Like, yeah, that is terrible. That's like really bad, teetering abysmal. But again, I reserve this spot for green moss Pokemon. Okay, now we have Spinarak, which is actually one of my favorite like early Pokemons that you can get, you know, in like the first route or something. Spinarak is cute. You know, I don't even mind the shiny. That is adorable. Not only are the colors cute, but again, oh my god, I just don't look up Cerulea's shiny. It might be worse than any Gen 2 Pokemon. Is that a challenge? Because I will look it up. In fact, I'm gonna do it. Again, every time I see someone new, I just mention I'm only on incognito because it tends to not give me any ad for the tier list website. That's the only reason that I'm on incognito, just before you get any silly ideas. Now, let's see. Oh, that's a fan concept. Never mind that. Is that right? This is giving me Garchomp flashbacks. Oh, you guys can't see because my face is blocking it. I hope you can see us better now. It's giving Garchomp. Isn't it giving Garchomp? These spot the difference games are getting harder by the day. I genuinely cannot see a single difference besides that the eyes are yellower. And no, not really. Damn, there's no. What? That might be the worst one I've seen, because there's Pokemon. Again, Garchomp's another good example. Let me show you guys. Right, like basically the same, right? I mean, basically the exact same thing, you know. I mean, just Garchomp's your favorite Pokemon. I mean, I love Garchomp. It was in my, was it Johto? I think it was in my Johto team in Pro last time. I love Garchomp. I think it's awesome, but I know. Hey, what do you mean too? I love Garchomp. Relax. There's some fan, like, this is like the fan-made things. I've seen a few fan-made ones that are like so much, this one, like, that's so much sicker than just the exact same Pokemon. But again, as I say, I have a bias for black shinies. I think they look incredibly cool. That's just my opinion though. But yeah, that is quite tragic. That is quite tragic. Is Cerulea's a relatively newer generation Pokemon? I just ask because the thing is, I am a very big Pokemon fan, but a lot of my knowledge, I think, dwindles down after Generation 4. Not that I know nothing, but I just don't know a lot. I don't know why. I think it's just because I had a period, uni, you know, when I was doing microbiology, where my brain was like gobbled up, and I just had maybe 5 years straight of not a single Pokemon content in my head. And so, like, I stopped keeping up with it, I should say. But yeah, those were not the days, I'll tell you that much. Although I do miss studying. Never thought I'd say that in my life. Right, a little, what's it called? Right, so I think Spinarak looks cute. Because, again, it's purple and pink, which is kind of reminiscent of a poison type. Also, guys, I don't know if anyone is... I'm just now finding out that there's a face on the back of Spinarak's body. It's like a dead palm, or no, dead palm. I don't know what it's called. Face palm? Dead palm? Like, it's got a face on the back of his body. How did I never know that? That's adorable. I hope you guys can see. I don't know if you can zoom in the video, the live even, but you look at the back of his body, it's got a face. That's adorable. So cute. But yeah, the colors are cute. Reminds me of a poison type. It's actually really good. How much can you do with a wee spider, you know? I think it's really cute. So I think it's also like great. It's good. It's really good. I don't actually no. I think it's good here. I can't believe how they did my goat Crobat. We're getting the crow. Oh, yeah. Next up, we Ariados, same thing. I think the colors are cute, you know, and I think again reminds me of a poison type. I like when a shiny enhances the typing. I think it's basically makes it from a good shiny to a great shiny, right? Ariados is pretty much the same. I don't like it unless it's Spinarak, but it's still good. And now we go on to Crobat. And oh my god, why would they do that to Crobat? One of the goated normal Pokemon. Like, what is going on there? Not only is it like a paler purple, now the wings are green, which, you know what? Green wings is actually, again, it's a poison type. To me, two colors that scream poison are purplish pink and green, right? Or like brighter colors. I think it's just because, you know, brighter colors you associate with poisonous animals. Anyways, why does it look... It basically looks like a vampire bitten and all the blood's been lost from his system. Does it... Like, look me in the eyes and tell me it doesn't look like that. The green is good, but man, it's so west out, pardon me, that I think it has to go here. There's just, again, as I said, if a shiny has a washed out feel to it, I tend to put it in the second last tier list, because a shiny should make you excited, not thinking what happened to Crobat, you know, why is it like anemic now? So yeah. Anywho, now we've got... Oh, that's the other one. Let's close that. And now we've got Chinchou and Lantern. Good Pokemon. Water Electric is a good typing. I want to play more with Pokemon that are not relative, that are not like strong, but they have typing advantages, so they have to be nerfed. Like the stats have to be nerfed, because otherwise they'll be too powerful. I never realized how powerful Rotom Wash is. Oh, thank you, Realtor. Thank you so much. Hopefully you can be back to check it out at the end, but if not, that's fine. As always, I'll post the results on Discord anyway. So thank you for joining in, and I'll see you maybe later, or if not, then next time I'm live. Bye, Realtor. Yeah, so Chinchou is basically the exact same, just the eyes changed to green instead of yellow, which makes no sense because it's an electric type, so the yellow makes sense. Green, now it looks like a water poison type. Forgive me for being so cynical. Now, is it... I still just cannot rank it like quite bad, because it at least doesn't look washed out. To me, that's worse than like not many changes. Lantern looks better. It's got a purple shiny, and the color, I'm glad that the yellow remains in its what do you call this? I'm glad the yellow remains, is all I'm saying, because again, that makes me, you know, it's an electric type, so I'm glad that the yellow remains and it don't turn green. I think that would make it, but otherwise it's good. It's good. Actually, no, I think I'll put it here. It's good. Real good. Then we have Pichu, which looks literally exactly the same. Genuinely exactly the same. I don't see in my screen. I don't know if you can even tell. You can probably tell because it goes a bit more dull. The shiny is a bit more dull than the original. Again, this is like one of those Pokemon where they just went, what can we do for a shiny? And someone said, how about, hear me out, this is gonna be revolutionary. How about we just change the contrast and make it lower by like 2 stages? Then everyone cheered and they were like, oh my god, I know I hired you for a reason, you are getting a raise. Anyways, so yeah, this one is bad. It's really bad. I wanna not give it quite bad because it's not looks washed out per se, but at the same time not being any different is actually ridiculous, so it's going there. Then Cliffa is such a cute Pokemon, and I don't know what they're doing. It's just basically green ears and washed pink. Honestly, same problem with Igglybuff as well. Like, at least Igglybuff looks like a bit, the pink looks brighter, so it's something, and the eyes are brighter too. That's it. Whereas like here, I don't really know what's going on here. The brown ears were super cute. I think the pink is cute. Like this pink is more washed out. I don't quite like it. The shiny pink is a bit washed. I honestly, I might even put it down to quite bad because it is washed out. Igglybuff's the same it just becomes less lively even. Look at the original, right? Now is the original, and now I'm gonna put it off, and that's the shiny. Why? Igglybuff's going down there. Then we have some of my favorite Pokemon. It's Togepi. I wish I could rank her higher because I love her, but as a Pokemon for me, she's 10 out of 10. I love Togepi. And Togekiss is a really good Pokemon to battle with, dare I say. But in terms of shiny, it just, okay, so it becomes, oh, okay, hold up. It's not like a big thing, but I just realized that the blue pattern changes into red and the red pattern changes into blue. That's so adorable. Like, you see, this is right now is the original Togepi. You see the blue patterns and the red patterns. Notice where they are. For the shiny, it's the opposite. So the blue patterns are now red and the red ones are now blue. That's a cute touch. I did not realize that, but that is a cute touch. Which is sad because they did cook it otherwise, because there's nothing else that's remarkable. But even that teeny detail is cute, so I cannot give it like 2 worst tiers, right? I appreciate the little thingy there. I know, the little swap of colors. I think that's cute, and it's the same for Togetic as well. Again, looks pretty much the same otherwise, which isn't great really, but it's just, I like when there's cool ideas, you know. So I think, yeah, well, I cannot rank it any higher than May, just like can't. But literally the only reason they're in May and not quite bad to me is because the color swap is cool. I can admit that. Speaking of, now we've got Natu and Zatu. So you see what I mean by washed out colors? Like, it's always orange or yellow tones, you know, like compared to the regular. And don't get me, I do like when it's golden. I just don't like when it's washed out yellow or orange, right? The regular one looks full of life and the shiny just looks, again, they just tweaked like saturations and contrast and called it a day. That's pretty much it, you know. Temperature as well, you know, they just made it more yellow. It's just not good. Sorry, but it's not good. Right, so that one is going to quite bad, and so is this one. again, I just don't like washed out colors. And I wait, hold. There we go. Now, Mareep Ampharos as well is basically, sorry, I got a text from my mom there. Okay, so I've played with Mareep, right? Ampharos again, I say Mareep. Ampharos, and it's actually a really good Pokemon. I forget the stats. I think it has good stats as well. I don't think it made it to my champions team. I had it in Johto, obviously. By the way, guys, if anyone's new to my channel, or newer to my channel, and you don't know, we're playing a game, as in me and some of my viewers who choose to play with me. We're playing a game called Pokemon Revolution Online, and basically the game is, it's a fan-made game. I don't know if you have heard of it, but what's good about that game is you get multiple generations. So you finish Kanto, you can go to Johto, finish Johto, go to Hoenn, and so on. It has multiple generations in a single game, and it's multiplayer. So like you can see me playing, and I can see you playing. We can battle together, all that sort of thing. And yeah, so I was playing that before I started live streaming in my channel. And I was playing in Johto, and I had Ampharos in my team. I was flying through before it got like really hard, before I got to there comes a point after which it does become a challenge, and you really have to strategize to win, right? I like when game gets to that part. We're currently, even in my current gameplay, we're getting to that part where it's starting to get tough. Like, I think is it Erica who's got the psychic gem? I think it is. Not sure. But either way, the psychic gem to me has always been a toughie. Cause it's the Mr. Mime. It's so fast. And the fairy typing doesn't help. I think it's that. But I just remember the first time I played, and just for reference, Pokemon Revolution Online is the first Pokemon game I've played. Unfortunately, when I was a kid back home, we did not get consoles or anything of that sort. So the only games you'd play would be on your iPad. Oh, not iPad, just a tablet, So the first game I've played, like a Pokemon game I've played, is this one that I'm currently playing on my channel, called Pokemon Revolution Online. And goodness me, did she give me a hard time. I just remember, like, that game's really now made me think of typing advantages. I never used to think about that much. But yeah, so she's a toughie. I just remember, oh my god, I sidetracked hard, but I just remember Ampharos flew me through, I think, a good few cities when I first started Johto in Pro. Like, I just flew through because he was taking care of everything. But yeah, I have a special place in my heart for Ampharos and Mareep and Fluffy. And so this to me is so adorable. Again, like I say, I'm glad they kept the tail, like the bulb in the tail, yellow and didn't change it to like blue or something, for example, because I'm glad it retains that's an electric type. I think the blue and cute look absolutely adorable. Does it remind me of electric type? Not as much as the original, for sure, yeah. But at the same time, are the colors cute? Absolutely. Does it look like an upgrade? If I caught the shiny in the wild, I'd be super duper happy. So yeah, I think it's either like here, like pretty much teetering great, or it's just as great. Fluffy, on the other hand, is just meh, because it just looks pretty much exactly the same. There's a few changes, don't get me wrong. It does become a creamier pink, which is cute, but That's why it's not in quite bad. I actually do like the color change. It becomes a cuter pink. But in terms of everything else, and Empress also looks really good. I might have a bias towards pink shinies. That's just me, but I think it works. You know, I think it's like the very first of good, if not great. And we have Mega Ampharos as well. It's not here in this website, but there it is there. Oh my god, that looks majestic. What are we talking about? Majestic. Yeah. So hold up guys. I just got a text from my mom. So I might need to be back in just 2 minutes. Don't worry, it won't be more than 2 minutes. I'll be super quick. She just needs my help, and it's ours, and it's our dog next door, our family dog. We just found out that she got diabetes, so I'm just gonna help her get her the insulin shot because he said she's suckling. That's the text I got earlier, so I was like, okay, now I need to just let me just finish my train of thought before I go. But don't you worry guys, I'll be back very, very soon. And I'll see you in 2 minutes, okay? Okay guys, I'm back. Really sorry about that. Go lie down. Go lie down. Goodness guys. If you're ever thinking of getting a dog, please do your research. That's all I'm saying. Goodness me. It's genuinely like having a kid. Right, you lie down now. I went next door for like what? You guys were there for like 2 minutes maybe, and he is chewing himself up here. See, I cannot have him out of sight for a single second, guys. Honestly, it's really stressing me out. Just because it's so he hates being like kept in a room. I hate like having him kept in a room against his will, but as soon as I'm gone, he's like chewing his paws, which by the way is because he has like pollen allergies, and there's only so much I can do. I try my absolute best to not let him walk on grass and all that sort, but man. Okay, all right, we're back. So let's continue. Now we've got Bellossom. Oh my god, wait a second. Loki, that's cute. Look, again, I just seem to have a thing for, you know what, as cute, I don't like it as much as say like Mareep, for example, because it does lose colors, which I'm not a huge fan of. Like with Mareep, it's like it's not wilted away, you know, it's just changed the yellow wool to pink, but it retains its life. Pardon me. Whereas with Bellossom, I kind of feel that the blush is gone, which is so sad, or I can barely see it anyway. Yeah, so it's okay, it's not. That's funny because I'm like a huge fan of pink shinies, and it's okay. Like it's just me, you know. It's okay. Then we have Meryl and Azumarill. By the way, good Pokemon. The typing, Fairy is just such a good typing. I think that you know, being resistant to so many things. I think being immune to dragon moves is actually nuts. Like, that is actually ridiculous. But yeah. So, Meryl is not that good, honestly, if I'm being honest. The green's not as flattering. Okay, and the green doesn't give me any fairy vibes. I don't know. Not a huge fan, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. It's not abysmal. It's I don't know if I'd go like meh or like the very beginning of probably meh. I'll do it justice. I like the Azumarill signing better. They're both very bright yellow and green, but yellow definitely looks a bit better. It has like a golden tint to it, which is nice. You know, it's not just washed yellow. It looks like a golden yellow. That's the original, and it doesn't look like, you know, life's been taken away from it. It does look, I rate it. I think it's definitely better than Meryl. I think it's definitely better than the green. The yellow's definitely better. I think it goes, it's good. I think it's good. Is it great? Not sure, but it's definitely good. Sudowoodo! Love that Pokemon. I love that Pokemon. So Sudowoodo has, I don't think I've ever seen a shiny before, which is so interesting. So it just goes from a tree color bonsai to some weird greens happening here. The red is, it doesn't look like a rock type anymore. It looks, the red reminds me of like those what's it called, ping pong balls. But yeah, it's the green is really throwing me off. The red, again, it kind of makes sense. Again, I'm thinking autumn. Like there are times when leaves are like red. Well, that's not a leaf per se, like a singular leaf, but you get my point. The green though, it's like, it's okay. I don't know. It's okay. It's definitely not like abysmal or anything. The red saves it, but it's like, man, there's definitely things I would change about it for sure. I mean, that just goes for anything that's not legendary, of course, but you know, so much more for that. Then we have Politoed. Oh my god, Politoed looks adorable. Now I know, so obviously being green, like, originally makes sense as a frog, right, or toad even. But the blue actually makes more sense with its water typing. You know, And the pink goes so well with the blue. That is adorable. Politoed is amazing. Again, it enhances the water type, and I always appreciate that. I think that's solid. I think that is at least great. Yeah, definitely. I'm happy with that. And then we have Hoppip, which goes from pink to just dark green. What's funny about this is it looks like it would be like that originally. Do you know what I mean? Like, it looks like a grass flying Pokemon to me. So basically the colors of the leaves have lightened a little bit, and the body's gone from pink to brighter green. It's not, somehow it does work though. Like, usually with this I would not like it, but I think it kind of works. Like, it looks like a grass flying Pokemon, you know. Honestly, as much as I want to complain, I think it looks good. I think at least good. Yeah, at least good for sure. Again, it sounds against my principle, but this is like an exception I'm willing to make. Then we have Jumpluff and Skiploom. So Jumpluffs went from blue to pink, and the whatever these are, like the little spores coming out of the hands and the thing, is gone from yellow to pink, a different shade of pink. I appreciate that they keep these little leaves at the base, you know, like just on the top of the head, green, and didn't change that to pink. I appreciate that. Now it looks more like a fairy type to me, to be fair. Skiploom, they're cute. Don't get me wrong. Again, it's pink. I love pink, but I think Skiploom definitely looks cute. Like, I'm glad they changed the eyes to red, because with the yellow eyes, that pink would have looked weird. The yellow is a little washed out. I think, you know, they're cute for sure. They're cute for sure. I think they're good. You know, they're definitely cute, but they're not great. Apom. Oh my god. I've just noticed a lot of Generation 2 shinies are like pinkish in nature. You see that with Generation 1 in green, that horrible green. Whereas we've seen so many shinies already that are pink. They've turned pink, which is very interesting. I've just, like, look at Apom. What reason does I have a monkey to turn pink? No, something about this is not giving to me, to be honest with you guys. At least this looks good with pink, because it's a cute Pokemon, you know. Apom's cute in its way, don't get me wrong, but man, that does not look as good. No, I don't like that. It's messed. Okay, I guess, but no. Sunkern and Sunflora. Sunflora got washed out. She is immediately going to quite bad. Like, you know, it's just a less colored version of Sunflora. I love this Pokemon, by the way. Sunflora is so adorable. But yeah, no. Sunkern, I think, is slightly better because oh, hi, Shivering Rain. Welcome. Glad to have you here. I was well, you'll see the ranking when I leave the page, but we are currently ranking Sunkern. There's some subtle changes here, right? And as much as this is okay, the black stripes are okay, but I actually think this one is kind of cute too. You know? So I dig it. Do I think it's revolutionary? Legendary? Of course not. Do I think it kind of works? I do. And I'm glad they changed the color of the leaves, like these sprouts, to a slightly less green. You know, like a slightly more, what should I call it? I'm not a color expert, but I'm glad it's not like a dark green and this green, because I think it makes sense with the color scheme, you know? Cute! I don't think I can rank it like anything bad. I think it's not great or legendary, don't get me wrong. But we're almost at some of my favorites, guys. Yanma. So Yanma has become blue instead of red and orange. Now this is kind of I appreciate that they didn't change the green, to be honest with you. It's a bug, it's reminiscent of the bug typing, which I think is good. Blue is okay. Again, it's more of a preference thing here, because this does depend on, do you like the color blue? It's not washed out by any means. It's just a different color. It's okay. It's not terrible. I don't know where I would, maybe like here, it's okay. Like, it's not bad by any means. Maybe they could have done better here. I can't rank it like greater. Now we come to one of my favorite shinies from this generation for sure. Wooper! Adorable Wooper. Love. First of all, Wooper is just the most goated Pokemon. Facts. Second of all, it's got the most adorable shiny. Let me just show you guys up close. Wooper. Not Woopert. Wooper shiny. Just so we can compare this better. And why do we not have one? That is strange. Well, we'll just take this. And look at that! It becomes pink. It's adorable. I don't like Quagsire as much. It's more purple than pink, I think. And I will show you right now. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna show you something right now. Hopefully I can show this on the screen, as in it's not like the screen's not too bright. I have a shiny Wooper. It's the most adorable thing, and I've sworn never to evolve it because I want I want to keep it Wooper. Hold on, I'll show you guys. Wooper. I hope you can see it. It's a shiny Wooper. Doesn't that look adorable? And just for reference, obviously that's a regular Wooper, right? But, is it this way? My Wooper just turned, maybe it's this way? There you go. Isn't that adorable? Tell me it's not. So cute. Oh, there we go. Focus back. It's so cute. I am not going to evolve that thing. Anyways. So yeah, I think it looks very cute. There's some Pokemon that suit a pink shiny, and I think the more cute a Pokemon is, the cuter the Pokemon, I think pink just suits it just better, because that's how you associate the color pink, right? So I think Wooper, Heathering Legendary, in the sense that I don't really know what else I would do different. Quagsire is a little bit worse in my opinion. Like, the color's okay and it's still good, but to me it's like not great, to be honest. There's not much you can do, but at the same time, this pink is cute. This is just a little bit less cute. Then we have Espeon, and I hate to do this. I absolutely hate to do this. Because I love my evolutions, guys. I do. But what is that? Like, what is going on there? That is disgusting. No. Just no. Why would you do that to such a cute Pokemon? We just had an example, Wooper, of a cute blue Pokemon turning into pink. You could have done the same with Espeon, where it's a cute pink Pokemon that can turn like light blue, But instead, they made it like just looking at that green is giving me radiation. Anyways, and now, my lovelies, for my favorite shiny in Johto, probably of all times, even Umbreon. Goodness me! First of all, I just love the Pokemon in general. Awesome Pokemon, very bulky, love to play with it, love to toxic and stall with Umbreon. Love her. Shiny Umbreon is awesome, I completely agree. I just love everything about the shiny. First of all, I love that they didn't change the black because it's a dark Pokemon at night, you know. You associate Umbreon with night, and I'm glad that they didn't change the color like they did with Espeon. I'm glad. The yellow stripes are blue, and it's blue is it looks awesome. It looks so. That is going to be our first legendary shiny of today. Yes, it is. I'm teetering Wooper, but I'm gonna keep it here for now. We'll see. But shiny Umbreon, awesome. It's so awesome. Then we have Murkrow. So Murkrow, this is so interesting. There's so many pink shinies in Generation 2. I say pink, but I just mean in a border spectrum of pink, right? I mean purple, shades of pink, okay? Shades of pink. Murkrow's the same, so it's gone from a very dark blue to a pink. You know, now it's like starting to feel like they're overdoing the pink. Some of them are cute, don't get me wrong. Oh, actually, most of them are cute, but it gets to a point. Like, Murkrow's okay. It's nothing extraordinary in my eyes. Pardon me, I would probably... It's not terrible. It's... Honestly, to me, it's starting to feel like meh, because it's just, you know... I think the thing... Blue is better than the purple is all. If it's not giving upgrade, then unfortunately I just don't put it in great. I would put it in good, but it looks a little, I don't know what the problem is. It just looks a bit off. So yeah, it's going to. Now we have Slowking, which, so basically the red's changed into blue, the stripes, and the color is more purple than pink, because it's pink originally, but now it's more purple, so pretty much purple. So it's very dark pink and blue stripes instead of red. Pardon me, guys. Is it? It's okay, I guess. Again, I don't know. They could have done more. Okay, we're oh goodness me, mischievous. That green is not flattering. It looks nothing like a ghost type anymore. I wish I could. Mischievous is another Pokemon that I actually like, but man, that green is not. Oh my goodness, pardon me. That green is not flattering. Mischievous should be lucky it's not placed here, because that green is the green I talk about when I say it's disgusting. But at least it has some redeeming qualities, so I'm putting it quite bad. Then we have Unown. There's not much you can do with a symbol, pretty much, you know. So, I mean, it's blue, you know. Can't ask for a whole lot with, you know. It's okay. It's good. You know. Oh, and this must be Mega Slowbro, which I don't even know how the original looks like, so I'm gonna have to look that up. Mega Slowbro. Wait, is there a Mega Slowbro? Or am I... Oh, there is. Or is there a different... Oh, it might be Galarian. Let's see. I can't quite tell. I'll come back to that later. I can't figure out which one that is. Then we have Wobbuffet. Funny Pokemon. Again, another pink shiny. I must say, it really does get to a point, right? It looks cute. It looks like a psychic type. When I hear psychic, I associate it with the color pink. You know, and so I can give it that. But I mean, it's not great in my opinion. It's quite good though. I do like it. Again, I think because this to me looks more like a water type Pokemon, whereas this looks more psychic, and I can appreciate that. Not a whole lot left to go, which is good. So we've got Girafarig, which I think a lot of people use competitively a lot, if I'm not wrong. Might just be, I think it has a really good attack, but I could be wrong there. I love to watch compet players and how they rank Pokemon, which is very different to like you or me, you know. I think Girafarig is one that they tend to use a lot. In terms of shiny, it doesn't look that different, but I will give, like, it looks... The blue is more defined, like the pink was very washed out, the blue is more defined, that's good. And the yellow is basically more chrome yellow now than light yellow, which I think it looks good. I think the washed yellow is, and I mean the chrome, this yellow definitely looks better than the original yellow. So, can't complain. Not the best, you know, but pretty good. I can give it a good. I can give it a good. And Pineapple. Love that Pokemon. Forestress as well. Let's look at both. So they're both golden now. I love that in a shiny. This might be where we disagree, but a pine looks brown, not really yellow per se, but at the same time, it's a shiny. And so I'm glad that it's more golden. I like golden shinies. I think it basically gives meaning to the word shiny, you know, shining. So Pineapple and Forestress look really good to me for that reason. I think definitely, I honestly think they look great. I think they look great. They're golden, you know, they're shining. That's pretty much what you're meant to do. So yeah. Then we have Dunsparce. But first of all, let me check if my thing is running properly, because my website does this thing sometimes where it's... There you go, that's better. So, Dunsparce again with the pink. Getting tired of saying it, but it does get to a point. It's a normal type, so in terms of typing, there's really not much. I do like the pink. I like that it's differentiated, and you know, you can tell that you've got a shiny because it's now pink, not blue. Is it revolutionary? No, not really. Pretty much looks, it's good. I'll give it good. I think it's good. You know, it does look different, so you know you've got a shiny, which I can appreciate. It's good. It can go into good, not like great or anything though. Then we have Gligar. So Gligar has turned very blue. So instead of purple and light blue, it's basically this dark blue, and this is almost purple actually. So this is purple, and I honestly don't mind it. Again, don't think it's great or anything, but I think it's good. I think it's good. Also, ground flying is such an awesome typing. Like, basically, Gligar's a good Pokemon. I don't remember its stats. Let's see. Okay, so stats wise it's non-impressive, but it comes here, you know. You have resistance to electric and ground type. 4 times weakness to ice. That is not great. But good Pokemon otherwise. Hyper Cutter, Sand View, immunity. So in terms of abilities, nothing like extraordinary, but okay. Shiny's okay. Shiny's good. Then we have Steelix and Mega Steelix. Oh, I shouldn't have caught that. Oh, a bit silly. Just got rid of that tab. Shouldn't have done that. There we go. Now we go to generation 2. There we go. And scroll all the way to Steelix, which wasn't even that much. So Steelix, good. Good. Again, golden. It looks golden, which I think is good because then it looks like a shiny, you know. I know how cool shiny Steelix looks in the game. I've seen it. Yeah, I honestly cannot complain. I think it's great. I would even put it like legendary. So with Mega Steelix, it just looks so cool. You know, it looks like a shiny. I might change these rankings, but for now I'm gonna keep it at legendary. I think it looks really good. Mega Steelix is awesome. Snubbull has always been an interesting fairy type to me because I know shiny Steelix is good. I dig it. I dig it a lot. Then we have Snubbull, and I don't really like the colors. I mean, the original has like pink and black, and you know, this just looks a little. I don't know what it is. There's certain colors that just make them look a bit thick, and I think that's something that's just like I just don't do that. Grand Bull. I can't tell if I like it or not. It's definitely different. It looks like a dog now. It looks like what's it called? That certain breed of dog. It's okay. I think this is like meh. Like I don't like it that much. This is. I don't know if I can put the same spot as this, but at the same time, there's some here that are actually not even that bad, but there's just meh, you know. And I think that's pretty much that with the Grand Bull line. Then we have Quillfish. Again, there's so many pink shinies in Generation 2. That never clocked me. And I just, as I rank through, I feel like every 10 Pokemon we get like 3 pink shinies. Quillfish, the green is poison reminiscent, so is the pink. But it does look a little weirder now. I like pink shinies too, but I feel like this is like what I think about pink shinies, right? I think there's certain Pokemon that look cute in the pink, like a pink shiny, look cute. But there's some that don't look as good as pink shinies. That's just Quillfish is to me it's almost meh, to be honest. It just lost. This looks better to me because this basically washes out the lips and everything looks the same color, and you know. So I don't think. Well, so Quillfish is there. Then we're coming to Scizor, which looks so cool. I love the red. Don't get me wrong. Scizor is my hear me out. Who said that? Not me. I must be hearing things. Anyways, as I was saying, the red is excellent, but the green also good because it is more reminiscent of a bug type, right? It still looks like a steely Pokemon. You know, like it's got the claws. But I think the green actually works. Scyther is green. This must be a different form of Quillfish. I'll leave it for now. Then Scizor. Oh, and Mega Scizor. So they both get green. Honestly, a teetering great. I think so. I just like that it enhances his type. As much as, you know, like, the red is fantastic, I think that is good too. I think so. It just looks cool. The green doesn't look weird. Pardon me, that's the problem with a lot of green shinies. It's like a weird green, whereas this is a perfect green for a bug type, you know. I like that. I vibes with it. I'm putting it up there. Then we have Shuckle, which now has a blue shell instead of red. Its body hasn't changed. I don't think I cannot see a single difference. I think it's just the shell has now become blue instead of red. I mean, it's a bug rock type, so in that it's not saying much. It's okay, like, I don't know if I would, yeah, like, the thing is, it's just not good, you know. It's just, I agree, I think red is better than blue. Again, this is more of a preferential thing, but personally, I think so. Heracross, we have one of my favorite, like, when I say favorite here, I really mean like in regards to the first few generation, mostly first 3 generation. I love Heracross. I think bug fighting is an awesome typing. I think its attack is insane. I just like the Pokemon. It looks so cute. So the shiny for this is pink, purple. As I was saying about pink shinies, Heracross. Now his whole body is one singular color. There's no different shades of blue, so can't really say much about it being the same shade of pink / purple for the shiny. That's just how it is for Heracross. I do slightly prefer the blue. Just because I think it makes it look more bug-like, but I don't mind the pink either. I think I'd go for like good. I don't know very great, but I definitely go good for it. It's good. And good means that it's an upgrade in my eyes, is in the sense that I'd be happy to catch that shiny. That is what good means for me. So even if it's not great, if it's made it to good, they've done something right, you know. Then we have Sneasel. Honestly, as much as I like pink shinies, you know what the problem is? I think this looks more like a dark type Pokemon, right? Whereas this looks more like a psychic type, if anything. I do like that the yellow stones have become like light blue, because that is more reminiscent of an ice typing, you know. But I'm very confused. I cannot. I just think it doesn't look like a dark type, and that's like a big thing for me. At least with this, that's, you know, I just don't see dark type Pokemon having a light sort of pink color. That being said, I don't think I'd be upset if I caught this shiny, don't get me wrong, but to me it's kind of meh. That's crazy to say that, but it is. And so we move to Teddiursa and Ursaring, which have this very interesting green, both of them. Teddiursa has a darker but slightly less bright green, whereas Ursaring has a... This is the same green as Espeon, I think, pretty much. Give or take. You know, very bright. Honestly, I don't really like it that much. Like, it no longer has any... I can't even... I just don't vibe with that, to be honest. Do I think it's abysmal? Not quite. You know, it's not got that sickly green, although Ursaring's pretty close. I don't know. I think Teddy Ursa's okay. Like, I can tolerate Teddy Ursa, but this one's just like I'm pretty. I could put it there and it would make sense, cause I'm not a huge fan of radioactive colors. But yeah, that's where I would put them. And then we have Slugma and Macargo. Oh, I never realized Swinub was into Pokemon. I keep so many of them. I'm like losing track. Slugma no longer looks like a fire type, although it does look like ash, and that's something. Not quite, but you know. Macargo. The rock looks better, I think, you know, like it looks more like a rock with the brown. It's not impressing me though. It isn't. Slugma is okay. Again, it looks like an ash, so that's something, but it's me, because it just lost the fire colors, so it just doesn't look as good. Or like, it looks good in a different way, I guess, but I can't rank it any more than like meh. Macargo, the rock is the saving grace, but the body itself does not look anything like a fire type anymore. I think it'll also go into May. I don't think it's. Is it good? No, I feel like there's just something about these shinies that I put in May that are just taking me wrong, and I just cannot put them in good or great or legendary, obviously. Swinub also turned green. If they really wanted to make it any color, they should have made it like a light blue because it's an ice type. I think that would make sense, right? A green to Swinub just literally makes no sense. It's not a grass type, you know. So, I would even almost consider having quite bad, to be honest. But in the beginning, like that. Then Piloswine has turned yellow. But this is not a gold yellow. This is a very bright or a light yellow. It kind of still a ground type. You know, it's yellow. This is like the same thing we had with Meryl and Azumarill. I don't think it's quite bad, but it's not. I don't know. The yellow's just not really doing something for me. Corsola is cute. Looks like a water type now, and I appreciate that. And I think the blue is adorable. That is a good shade of blue. I think that's the shade they should have used for Espeon. Pink always reserves to blue for most of these Pokemon. I don't know why they made Espeon so green. I really like Blue Corsola. Okay, that's something I happily put in green. I think the typing is enhanced. You know, it looks like a water type. And the blue is obviously lovely as well. I like it. I can definitely put a green. Then we have Remoraid. So, actually, yeah, sure. It looks more vibrant. I appreciate that. And it's still purple, which are still water-ish colors, you know. I think it's good. I like it. Also, let's move. I like E. So we'll put that over to good. But it's good. I'd even put it like maybe here. Pretty good. And then we have Octillery, who went. Okay, that is a disgusting yellow. Straight into here, or just no. I don't. But you see what I mean? These are the kind of colors that are just so unappealing. For the lack of better words. Well, actually, that's actually a good word anyway. But unappealing, you know. I don't know. It's not giving it. It's not giving it for me. So Octillery goes into tier F. And Delibird. So it's an ice flying. I think it's also a very good Pokemon for compet playing. That's what I've heard anyway. Delibird, ice flying, another pink Pokemon. It's okay. I think Originals does look a bit better. I like the red in the original. But at the same time, it's just a more toned down version of, you know, the red makes Delibird look very fierce, whereas this makes it look more calm, you know. I don't hate it. I don't dislike it, actually. I don't think it's a massive upgrade, though. I'd probably put it good, you know. Mantine. Oh, I see. Oh, that is adorable. So they changed the color of the Remoraid that's down there as well, like by the fence. Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that. Not only is the blue like more striking and it like gets more of a water vibe, but the Remoraid is now pink or purple like a shiny, and the blue and the purple complement quite well. I like that. I like that. I am going to put that in good but teetering great. I like that a lot. Then we have Skarmory, Steel Flying. Mantine is so cute. It's adorable. I love that. Love that. Now the problem with Skarmory is it now looks more like a grass steel. You know, obviously it looks like a flying type because it's flying, but the green is more of a grass type. I think, okay, the gold I do like, as in the body itself is almost like this gold tint to it, which I do like. As much as the green gives me grass vibe, though, I would still be happy if I encountered a shiny Skarmory. Gold Skarmory is cool, I just don't like the green wings. I could not have said it better myself. That's my exact problem. I think it just makes it look like grass, and it's not a grass type, so that's why the green wings is throwing me off. But the gold body is really good, and I do like that. The gold body is saving it, so I'll put in a good, but the green I'm not a huge fan of. It's still good though. Again, I would still be happy if I got it in the wild, you know. So then we have Houndour and Houndoom. This one, right? So it's I must say I do like the blue. I do like it. I think the blue looks good. The only problem is now it's neither like dark type nor fire type, because the orange snout and body was giving fire, the black was given dark, and here the same. Now the body's blue. Again, the blue's good. It's just less like a dark type Pokemon now. In terms of appearance, I still do think they look good, you know, if we're not considering typing in that sense. So I shall give them good. They're good. Again, I would be happy if I caught them in the wild, you know. So that's just something to consider there when I'm giving my ratings. Then we have Kingdra. Can't complain, really. Cannot complain. So it's purple now. Pardon me. And I like it. I think it's good. I would either like maybe like here. It's good. It's almost great, actually. Pretty much great, but it's good. It's really good. Really, really good. Then we have Fanfy, which just looks like a washed out original Fanfy. And yeah, just generally nothing going on there, so washed out colors are just straight going to quite bad. Like, it just generally just look like a lower saturation version of Fanfy, right? Regular Fanfy. So no. Dawn Fan on the other hand, that's what I'm talking about. Now, as much there's a little green that I'm not a huge fan of, right? It's not as disgusting as some other green we've seen, but it's still green. And I'm not a huge fan, but look at the tusk coating. It is just so cool. It looks golden. It looks like a shiny, especially compared to the original Donphan. I mean, if I caught that in the wild, God, I would be a happy chappy. I think Donphan at least deserves great. You can't beat that. Like, it cannot beat that. That looks golden. That looks bronzy. That looks so cool. Then we have Porygon 2, which is okay. It's a normal type, so in turn typing, the color doesn't make much difference. I will say the purple does look a little washed out, and that's why I think it's making it look a little less lively. It's still good though. I mean, I still give it a good. I wouldn't give it a great, no, but a good I can give it. And Slantler, what is with that green? I will never understand. As soon as I see these ugly greens, I'm just like, what? Could you not find any other color in the color palette besides the radioactive green? I don't like it. Then we have Smeargle. I know, ew is the only word I can use to describe this. What again with the green? Oh, whoopsies, I did something there. Didn't mean to do that. Back. But yeah, you is right. You is right. Smeargle looks, I mean, right. I can't decide if it's okay. Again, it's a little golden-esque, so I do like that, and I like that the stroke is now red instead of green, you know. Not much more to say, to be honest. It's okay, I like it. I can give it like a good. Then we have Tyrog, Hitmontop, and Tyrog kind of look cool. I think the body color is a bit darker, and the shorts are obviously changed to blue. I think that looks cool. I definitely think that looks better than, or at least that, you know, I would be very happy if I got that as a shiny. Like the darker body brings out the blue color more, you know. And if anything, like the original one, the eyeballs look a little washed out, whereas they're really popping, you know, because again, the darker skin tone there. I like Tyrog. I could very happily put that in. I don't know if I'll put it in great, but it is good. I do like it. Hitmontop. Hitmontop. It's like the opposite thing with Tyrog, and then this, because Hitmontop looks a little bit more washed out now in the shiny, and the blue has changed to pink. It kind of reminds me of a ghost type more now, because it's just got no color in its body. It's alright. So honestly, for me, it's kind of meh, just because it's just Smoochum just looks like, exactly. I just don't like how they washed out his skin. It gives more of a ghost type vibe now, or I don't know about a psychic, but you know, it just takes a little bit away from it. That's why I can't put it at the same rank as Tyrog. Smoochum is also pretty much the same story. It's just a washed out version of original. The pink is cute. It does wash out the lips. I think the blonde is a little bit cuter. But it's still, nah, you know. Honestly, that should go into quite bad, but I just think that at least even washed out, it does look good. It's just, Elekid is, bro, look, yeah, I don't know if you can see, but I cannot see a single difference It is literally the exact same. Like the exact same. You wouldn't even know you encountered a shiny one if they didn't tell you. That is abysmal. That is like, just no. Why would you do that? No. Just no. Yeah. If it looks exactly, which I mean, I should even put this one there, to be honest, Pichu, because they look exactly the same as the original. That's just no. Yeah, so those are going there. Then we have Magby, who's turned from red to brown. It does look okay because it looks normal. It looks more like a normal type now, I should say. It doesn't look washed out by any means. I think it's May. It's okay. To me, May is like okay. I can't dislike. I can't hate on it. I can't love it either. You know. So Magby's going there. Miltank. Miltank. Sorry. I think it looks weirder. The shiny looks so weird. The color isn't like bad enough itself. Together it does look weird though. I think the brown and blue is not like the pink and black go well together as colors, right? I am a huge fan of pink and black. If you watch my streams, you can see most of my clothes are pink and black. Also, welcome back, Snipe. But I think the brown and blue just don't go well together. Something about it's just a little off-putting. It's good that they've not like changed nothing. Again, I think for me that's just a me, right? You know, it just I don't know what it is about the blue and purple coloring. Sorry, brown. It just looks weird. And then we're almost towards the end now. Then we have Blissey, which is just obviously quite bad. It's genuinely just washed out Blissey. Just lost a little bit of pink. Anyways. Then we have Raikou. So electric, you know, kind of vibe with it. So it's just changed the color scheme a bit. I think to me personally it looks more natural almost. I'm not making any sense there, but I think that's good. I do like it. I like it. I dig that. I can happily give it a good, if not great. It's good. You know, like it makes it look more normal. I don't know how to explain it. Then we have Entei, who basically just lost all his colors. Like now it just seems like a normal type. Do you know what I mean? Just like a dog, or it has so many, like a few colors going on, and now it's just basically all brown and white. I don't think it's good. We're almost done, to be fair, so now is a good time to rate it. I think to me that's nah, it's quite bad. It's literally the same as the original, just minus the good colors. Yeah, exactly. It seems less legendary and more normal. So to me it's kind of the same with Ryoku, but at least the color scheme is changed, so it's not just basically took all the red out of Raikou, sorry. So I can appreciate that, but yeah, for Entei it's just. Then we have Suicune. Love that Pokemon. Wow, that blue is magnificent. It's like a royal blue. I actually dig that. I wish the skin was the tiniest bit not brighter, sorry, darker, just the tiniest bit darker. But that blue, man, it's like captivating me. It's so good. Honestly, dig that a lot. Love that. That I've that's great. I love that blue. That's how a legendary Pokemon should be. So I have like a strike. Plus, it literally looks like water. You know, it's watercolors. Well, not literally looks like water, but like so striking. I love that. Love that. Sequence kid. Then we have Larvitar. So it's a darker green and the red has become purple in the stripes in its body. Pupitar I think is good. Pupitar became like a dark purple. I think it looks good. You know, again, it's different than its original. No, so much you can do with a larva, really. Actually, not a pupa. But I like the purple. I dig it. I dig it. Larvitar to me is not as good as Pupitar because the color's okay, but the purple and the red eyes, something's just not in for me. Pupitar's good. Tyranitar, it's gold. You know, it looks more like a rock type. I'll give it that. Actually, I like that. I think Larvitar to me is kind of meh. Pupitar's good. Tyranitar is also good. It's good because, again, like it's more golden now, but it looks more like a rock type now. And obviously it looks like a dark type too. I like that. If it enhances his typing, that's always a good plus for me. Now we have Lugia moving into the legendaries or mythicals. Lugia, so it's blue instead of pink, but it looks more like a flying type. I like the blue. I like the... Oh, actually, it's pink now. Sorry, my bad. From the blue. But it looks like a psychic type. I like the pink. This is where I think pink works. I think a few of examples we've seen today of shinies, the pink is just out of place. Do you know what I mean? With Lugia, I think it works. It definitely works. I would put that, if not great, then good, but like the very top of good. I think it's... I mean, you can't... What more can you do, right? It looks more like a psychic type now, and I always appreciate that. Then we have Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh is interesting. So, it's more golden, I see. It's lost a lot of the colors. And the tail instead of golden is now white. Okay, I don't love it to be honest, but I can't put it at the same tier as Lugia. Come on. Honestly, I'm gonna put that to great. That's good. The pink really works. It looks like a psychic type. I like that. I'm bumping it up to great. Then we have Celebi, which I think also looks very cute. This is also another example where the pink works. Plus, it has the green on the tip of its antenna or whatever, and its eyes, which is reminiscent of a grass type, and it has the pink, which is reminiscent of a psychic type. And so I think going from all green to pink and green is actually a massive upgrade. Honestly, to me, Celebi is a legendary. It's so good. It does everything right, you know? So that is the end of Generation 2. The ones that are left out are probably just Mega or a different version, you know, like a Galarian or a Houston form. Celebi is the best pink Johto shiny. I absolutely agree. My boy Whipper's not but of close, but Celebi takes the cake for sure. That is just without a doubt the case. So, I'm not gonna rank the other forms just because, to be honest, I have not seen them, and I just don't want to rank them if I've not seen them. But this is basically all of Johto Pokemon, from Legendary to... yeah. I think I'm trying to see if there's anything I've changed now. Well, also let me move this one over here so it's not blocking any rankings. There we go. Trying to see if I would choose anything. I think I'm pretty happy with my ranking. There's some... actually, yeah, I'm pretty happy with my ranking. I think I think this is a good. I don't know if I'd change anything here, to be honest. Elekid and Pichu are there not for their color, but for the fact that you literally cannot recognize the shiny from the original. Just why? What is the point of having a shiny if it looks literally exactly the same as a original, you know, your regular Pokemon? So that's why Elekid and Pichu are there. Quite bad, yeah. You know, it's either washed out or just ugly. Me are basically Pokemon to me that are like okay, but just nothing great or even really good. You know, okay is okay, you know. Good are like now like they're getting good. You know, great are like I love them. I think the typing's enhanced. I think the colors are pretty, and legendary, of course, being legendary. But yeah, that is the ranking. I think I'm happy with it. I will post a screenshot on my Discord and then we can discuss, you know, see if you guys agree or disagree. And I'm thinking, Toby, don't you think about biting yourself? Enlighten. He was going to bite himself there. I said, hell no. I did not say that. But basically, that's the end for the ranking. As I said, I shall post a screenshot on my Discord. And now that we've done that, I think it's basically just like a few of you guys left. I was working on a new layout for my Pokémon Pro. And I want you guys to give me your opinion, okay? Since it's just us homies, I just want to see. So one thing that I wanted to add on my previous Pokemon layout is we were not using it for my Pokemon that I have. You know, I had a little slot at the end with the Pokemon and the names, but I wasn't using it because I'm quite indecisive with what Pokemon I end up using. Like I'll change them every 2 or 3 cities, so that one does not work for me. But bear with me, I'm changing screens now. Wait, where's it gone? Is it this one? No, it's not. Wait, hold it, go. Where did it go? Oh, the starting screen. There we go. There we go. Obviously, I'm yet to adjust my face cam. It's not properly, you know, there to the frame, but you get the point. But basically what I've done is I've added the badges here now, so every time we advance through a gym, you know, we can add a badge and you can see basically, you know, how much progress we've made, you know. And obviously I'll open Pro just so I can show you guys app, just so it's not a white screen but actually Pro in this screen, you know. Yeah, hopefully it loads up. No, there we go. So I was just trying to show you with the game. Yeah, thank you. So this way you can see that we have Dragonite and Venusaur. I'll also add more Pokemon that I know for sure I'm using, because I'll for sure be using these two. And 2 slot I am still very much unsure, so that's why the question marks are there. And I've got Pokemon Revolution Online because when I played these games, I get a few people almost every live stream asking me what game it is. So I've added the logo at the top left side, as you can see, and I've basically definitely be using Alakazam. Oh, you should. Trust me, you should. I'll also change the text to black instead of white because you can see it in this background, but that's not the end of the world. But yeah, I like this, what do you call it? I like this layout. I think it's good because the screen is a little bit bigger than it was in the old one. Plus, you know, you've got your Pokemon at the bottom there, so which I think is not like right. There we go. And then obviously I'll add Bronzong and Nidoking here, Vulpix here as well now that I have one. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna use this layout instead of my old one, so you also see my progress and all the Pokemon I'm using, of course. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys the layout that I was working on. That's for tomorrow. And tomorrow is going to be very fun. I'm looking forward to playing Pro. I haven't played it. The only times I played without streaming it is when I'm EV training my Pokemon, because that's rather boring, like takes a while, it takes hours really. So that I don't stream, but otherwise every playthrough, everything I do in terms of moving forward with it, the playthrough I wait for you guys so we can play together, or you can watch me advance. So I always look forward to Sunday because then we can play Pro. But yeah, I don't know if there's less Pokemon in Johto as compared to Kanto, because I feel like the Kanto ranking took longer and there were more Pokemon on the list, but I could be wrong. But you guys, once I'm done with the stream, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna evolve my shiny Eevee into an Umbreon on Pokemon Go, not on Pro. That'd be insane. But I'm gonna evolve my shiny Eevee into an Umbreon. I'll send that in the chat. Tomorrow I'm looking forward. There are lists of Pokemon. That makes sense. But yeah, I'm thinking tomorrow we try to beat the Psychic Gym, which is gonna be... It's gonna be something. It's definitely gonna be something. And we'll try and... There's a Team Rocket thing there that's gonna be really hard to beat. It's like one of the challenges we had in earlier cities where we had to not get caught. I think it's like worse than that. If I remember correctly, it's more difficult than that, which is not fun, but we'll make it through. And yeah, so tomorrow will be really fun. I look forward to it. And I'm thinking midweek, so Wednesday, I'm gonna stream Terraria. And basically yesterday, me and the subscribers like Realtor and what's it called, Mukpai, sorry, we basically tried Wall of Flies. I recorded it, of course, but we lost really bad. And I that made me realize I need to do some upgrades before I can defeat Wall of Flies. I don't know why I think I could do it so easily, but we definitely need to do more before we can defeat Wall of Flies. So I'm thinking Wednesday. Tomorrow we'll prank Pro, of course. I miss Pro. We love prank Pro. We'll prank Pro tomorrow. On Wednesday, I'm gonna upgrade my platform, and maybe make some potions that could be helpful. And then I can even try and summon him myself, because I do have voodoo dolls. See how that goes, and that'll be fun. That'll be on Wednesday. So that's the schedule. As long as nothing happens and nothing changes, because it's been a very unpredictable month for me, to be honest. Nothing bad per se, but just unpredictable. In any case, I'll definitely be live tomorrow, and I most likely, very, very likely, will be live on Wednesday, because I want to stream Terraria and fighting Wall of Flies. That was no fun. It was much harder. It is much harder than I expected or anticipated, but you guys will see on Wednesday. It was my Kangaskhan should be alright against the gym. Yeah, I think it should be. Is it EV trained? If it's EV trained, then I think you'll be good. I don't know if you EV trained your Kangaskhan. I know you EV trained your Alakazam. Honestly, Alakazam should be fine. I would just not put him out first because of Mr. Mime. Because the Alakazam's move are not that effective, and because Alakazam is so frail, he'll take tons of damage from a fairy type move. So I would save Alakazam for the later Pokemon. Start with something else, because his first Pokemon, her first Pokemon, is going to be Mr. Mime. And it's a fairy type, so if you have a poison type or a poison move, you should be fine with it. It's all about strategizing, and that's like one of the reasons I like playing Pokemon, the strategizing. But we can think about it tomorrow. We can fight Erica and see how it goes. And yeah, I think it's been a shorter stream because there's not as many Pokemon in Johto, but I'm very happy with my ranking. I don't think I'd change anything, so I'm happy with that. And yes, I think that's it for today. It's been 2.5 hours, which is not as long as I usually stream, but again, I was expecting the Pokemon list to be as long or like about the same length as Kanto. I didn't realize there were that many lower Pokemon. That's completely fine. Tomorrow will probably be streaming for a while, because trust me guys, that mission takes a while. It's difficult. It's the Team Rocket mission. But thank you so much for sticking till the end. Thank you so much for watching today's stream. Again, also thank you so much for 500 subscribers. It's just amazing. And we're getting closer to the watch hours to be monetized on YouTube, so that's always a plus. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Say hi to your new dog, Luna. Is it Luna for me, Snipe? Thank you so much for watching Shimmering Rain. I couldn't do that if you guys weren't watching. Anyway, you guys are the best. But take care of yourself, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be really fun and painful for me and for Shimmering Rain, because you play with me. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys. Bye.